Space Oddities. Nigel Baker writes, there has been much debate recently about aliens and alien abductions. It has also been argued that the moon landings, Passé Capricorn 1, were a fake, masterminded it seems by NASA. Whilst this is a fascinating subject, it is less well known that the early American spaceflight program, 1955 to 67, and the Apollo flights themselves were surrounded by claims of alien interference, and evidence put forward of a cover-up, especially about the astronauts themselves discussing these stories. The Soviet Union was also in space at this time, but records of any of their cosmonauts coming into contact with similar phenomena are much harder to get access to. At least 15 American spacecraft have been shadowed by UFOs, according to NASA records. The UFO Encyclopedia, Margaret Sachs, 1980. Although of course they are not described as such, but as electrical storms, aurora, dust on camera lens, and other unexplained phenomena. The NASA terminology for saying nothing was really, there is nothing which could be termed abnormal in the space environment. The photos are the usual inconclusive images which, although certainly look strange, could just as easily be all the things described. However, some very odd things have happened which are less easy to dismiss. On Apollo 11, the first manned mission to the moon, the crew supposedly saw spaceships on the moon and radioed back the information. It was deleted by NASA but picked up by radio hams. When Gemini 4 went into space in 1965, James McDivitt took photos of a UFO with a white cylinder protruding from it. Upon his return and the development of the film, the pictures had been swapped and images of solar flares allegedly put in their place. McDivitt is said to have an open mind about the images and what they show. Upon the moon itself, strange things have been seen. Back in 1953, astronomers on Earth observed what appeared to be a bridge across the Mare Crisium, the feature in question never having been observed before. Within a few weeks, it had vanished. A photo taken by a US Orbiter 2 spacecraft shows what appears to be 7 spikes sticking out of the lunar surface. Some have argued that the lunar astronauts, if they landed, took pictures of spacecraft which have been placed under X-Files type security wraps by NASA. What then is the truth behind all this? It's true that no one had boldly gone there before, and these are simply atmospheric effects no one had seen before, easily cast as UFOs, and yet at least 3 photos have not been explained away by NASA. A whiff of cover-up hangs over much of this period of space exploration.